Hey Jerry, Daphne here. Thank you for sending in your next essays for correction and working so hard. Your corrections look fantastic. It's a really, really good way to improve, taking time to do the corrections like that. Really, really good. So today you're going to be working with the template. So we can use this as we go along, but we don't have to use all of it. Obviously, you have your own style as well, but it gives you some help on the coherence and the cohesion, so the way that the essay flows. So experts throughout both the developing and developed countries, either both the and then world, or both here you don't need the, because you've got the plural here, have debated whether working hours are positively related to economic prosperity or not. Excellent. Some believe the longer the average working hours, the more flourishing the economy. Okay, so some believe, now let's think, who are these people? So many businessmen. This is just more interesting. Sorry. Believe. This is more interesting, and also this is quite nice in terms of adding vocabulary, obviously. The longer the average working hours, the more flourishing, you need to have an adjective. The longer, the more flourishing is your other adjective, the economy. However, nice grammar, well done. I strongly disagree with such a belief, and connect this, it's a bit short, that sentence. You might just say because. Just give me a little indication where you're going. I need maybe a bit more there. This essay will argue the amount of working hours is not a decisive factor. Okay, because you're going to give me an idea there. My apologies. In that case, connect it with and. Decisive factor of or determiner of. Using examples. Yep, very nice. Good, nice start there. On one hand, working longer than 40 hours a week has inevitable side effects. Are we going to go good or bad? So take me with you. Inevitable negative side effects. The central reason behind this is burnout. Now, the reason is burnout? No, the result is burnout. The reason is because people work so hard. The central reason behind this burnout, or behind this prolonged time work is no. I don't see the reason. The central reason. I'm going to change that. I would just take that out. I would just go. This prolonged time at work frequently leads to burnout. Sorry, frequently. I want to have leads to, but you've got results in. Frequently causes destructive burnout. Okay, which leads to less productivity, creativity, and lower efficiency. So for me, this works better. Just go straight in. As a result, employees who are forced to work long hours might have poor performance. Good. Can you give me a bit more here? Poor performance and suffer from exhaustion. Something like that. According to ABC News, most developed capital W Western countries have laws and regulations to ensure workers. Now, you don't want to ensure workers to work. To ensure workers perform or commit to under 40 hours a week. Let's not be forgotten the culture of working extra time is prevalent in developing countries as well. Therefore, it's conclusively clear that economic performance is irrelevant with working hours. Okay, irrelevant is not irrelevant because it is very relevant. You said it's very relevant. Is not always connected with So sometimes it can be, obviously, but what you're saying is not always. Use these little words like always, like really important. Okay. So on the other hand, so have you got here on the one hand? Let me just check. Yes, you have. On the other hand, even if working longer hours could increase income, you don't need the just income. People consequently have fewer opportunities to consume, even if, and then people would have. Because you're going into a lovely conditional. This is fantastic. Even if it's your second conditional here, they would have fewer opportunities to consume. Interdependent relationship between consumption and the economy, or economic success, cannot be overlooked. Really nice. I love that. I go economic success. This is because how successful economy. This is because so how it can be measured, the syntax, the kind of word order is a bit of a muddle here. This is because the wealth and power of a nation is usually measured and judged, you can put even as another lovely word, is usually measured and judged by the amount of money that's circulating in the market. This could also explain, so watch out these modal verbs I love, could, might, and may. Use those as much as you can instead of can. These are more academic. Explain why governments give out money, distribute. Hi, watch out for your language. That's a phrasal verb. We don't like that in the IELTS. Distribute. It's too casual. Money to their citizens to stimulate the economy when the financial crisis happened in this year to do COVID and in 2008. It's possible to state beyond doubt that long working hours might decrease opportunity and willingness for consumption there. Really nice point. I like that. And finally, prove detrimental. Detriment isn't a verb, but detrimental is your adjective. Prove detrimental to, and then preposition to. So prove detrimental to, really nice phrase. In fact, all that is a really good phrase you can use in quite a few essays. Good work. I really like this. Jerry, you're doing well. Good writing here. From the arguments examples given, I firmly believe that long average working time is of no use to boost the economy. On the contrary, increasing work efficiency and encouraging consumption would play a key role. Yes, in economic prosperity. Well done. Would or even could. In this instance, you could use either. Very nice. That's a clearly argued piece of work. That's very neat. Just a few little comments there, obviously, on the language and on just developing a few ideas a little bit more. But you've done really, really nicely there. I'm impressed with that. Good work. Your task one. Where is it? Sorry, down here. Okay, so this is shoe sales, and when you have a look at it, you're going to identify the dramatic differences in some of this. So the high points, the lows, the things that are exceptional. You're going to have a look at the units that we're in, so thousands. We don't know if that's pounds or dollars or euros or actual pairs. We don't know. And when it was, so past tense. The bar chart illustrates the number of leather shoes sold in 9 European nations. 2 different colours were counted. Okay, good. Overall, people in Hungary shopped for. You shopped for something. You shop for, or you just straight away purchase. The most shoes in a given year, whereas French citizens, either French citizens or the French, consumed. Now, consume is usually used for to eat. Okay, so I'm not eating my shoes, hopefully. So French citizens purchased or bought or invested in, maybe not, but the least number of shoes. Furthermore, the significant difference can be seen in Belgium, where good brown shoes had a rare market as opposed to black ones. I'm not rare. I mean, it's just like people didn't like them. Well, but we can do a comparative. Much less popular than black ones. Okay, were extremely unpopular as opposed to black ones. So you could say brown shoes were much less popular than black ones, or were extremely unpopular as opposed to black ones. Okay, which were prevalent. I wouldn't use prevalent, so I'd lose that. I'd do one of those structures instead. Brown leather shoes had a larger market in 5 given countries. The quantity of brown shoe sales was similar in Germany and Poland, which is around 2 times as many as black shoes sold. You just need that participle in there. Good grouping and good structure. Well done. Similarly, the number of brown shoes sold in France was over double that of black. Okay, good. And while both Irish people and Dutch, and we don't have Hollander, sorry, the Dutch, difficult, bought 100,000 houses respectively, while they shopped for, again, 300,000 less. Sorry, the less should come in here. But I really like what you're doing in terms of these good grammatical structures which are coming into here. Because it is a language exam and you are showing me good language, so that's great. On the other hand, now we don't have, on the other hand, in task 1, that is lovely for task 2, but not for task 1. And how long have you got? How long is this, Jerry? Yeah, 2:18. Don't need to write so long. Okay, cut this and save your energy for task 1, which has task 2, which has way more marks. Yeah, this is too long. So take that out totally. The sale of black shoes was slightly higher than brown ones in the UK. Yeah, nice grouping again. However, contrast, all these little words more useful. Contrast exception was Belgium, where, and I think Belgium where people bought 100,000 black shoes, but less than. Okay, but I think you said that to me before. Okay, yeah, you mentioned it in the overall, but here you've added the detail. Okay, so that's really nice. Good work on that task 1. I really like that. Both nice tasks. Well done, Jerry. Keep on going.